Talented, smart, compassionate. Those are the three words that pop into my head when I think of him. But that all changed on October 23rd, 2010, when he did not finish the race. Due to unfortunate events, he passed away because of the lack of water patrol safety and people not watching over him during the race. We thought of him as a very close and dear family member. Crippen grew up in a family of swimmers. He continued to follow this tradition because he had a deep passion for swimming. He grew up here in the Philadelphia area like most of us did. He went to Germantown Academy, which is right down the road from us, and followed on by the University of Virginia. Fran was an open water swimmer, which means he would swim in rivers, lakes, oceans, and all major types of bodies of water. He was training to go to the Olympics in 2012 in London, and he was favored to win one of the gold medals. But that changed when he did not finish the race and he passed away. He was one of the best people of what he did for swimming throughout the world. He rarely ever lost races, and if he did, Fran was such a great sport about it that he would always go up and shake hands with the people that beat him and the people that he beat too. Fran was always about water patrol safety and people being safe in the water. Before every one of his races, Fran would always ask the referees to make sure that he specifically watched over every single person equally. And if the ref didn't, after the race, Fran would say something to him because that's just not right. The day before Fran's last race, he told his girlfriend, who was my cousin, that he did not feel well and feel up to racing the next day. The next morning, he told his managers and his girlfriend again that he did not feel well and feel up to doing this race. He also said that there weren't many people watching, so that he didn't feel it was safe. Halfway through the race, Fran drowned because he was hydrated and also people were not watching him. There were no boats going through the water, there were no people on the sidelines, so that's why he passed away, because no one was there watching him. Many of his friends were also racing in the same event, and when one of his closest friends finished, he looked ahead and wanted to see if Fran was there because he knew Fran was better and that Fran would probably beat him, but he looked and Fran wasn't there. So he looked back to see if he was coming up swimming behind him, and Fran wasn't. So he got up and talked to all the people there to see if Fran was there. Not a person said that they saw him. So he went back and looked for him all throughout the water, and they couldn't find him anywhere. So they thought he was dead, so they called in patrol boats, and they came in and they found his body the next day. They had patrol boats patrolling the waters during the race, that would have prevented Fran's death. Fran needed to be the example to show people that there needs to be more people watching during these events. Fran would always come down the shore with us and my family during the summer for a couple weekends. We would always swim in the water with each other and play games on the beach and just talk about stuff. Fran was an inspiration for me to do my best and strive for everything that I wanted. Fran would never back down from a challenge. He always saw it as a learning experience if he was not favored to win. So, talented, smart, compassionate. Those are the three words that pop into my head when I think of him. And those will always be the three words that I think of him.